Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between, well, this game is going to be between Sock and Life here on Turtle Rock. Life has spawned as the red Night Elf player here at what I will call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, not too far away, Sock has spawned as the blue human. When it is in fact close spawns on Turtle Rock, you do have to be very, very careful as... well, a tower attempt could be in the works. We'll see how all of that does unfold here in this matchup. This is just a NetEase matchup, DZ163.com. I don't know how to read Chinese, and I believe that does not look like simplified. But I believe this is from China, so it should be simplified Chinese. Yep. Anyways, maybe that was an old logo from a long time ago. Barracks ready to go. Archmage most likely, or Archmage, will be coming out from the Altar of Kings as well. We'll see what is going to be unfolding here as we are looking at an Ancient of War of Life being built close to the Ogre Warrior Creep Camp. Now, the problem with this particular build is if it is in fact a relative close spawn, that Ancient of War has a much farther distance to travel to try and stop any tower attempts. We'll see if there is a shift in the number of peasants being trained, or what type of strategy will be unfolding here when he discovers that it is in fact a close spawn. Militia just does a quick run by, gonna perhaps try and aggro this Ancient of War. So that the Ogre Warrior does start attacking this Ancient of War right here. Alright, gonna go ahead and... is he gonna go ahead and try and attack? Yes, there it goes. Attacks the Ancient of War. And now the Ancient of War is actually suffering a lot more damage much earlier on. Now the militia or the peasant going after the archer, and this Ancient of War may actually get taken down or need an additional wisp to try and repair. Footman also making its range out across the map as the Demon Hunter needs to try and salvage this. Otherwise, he's going to really be investing in far too much. Militia now making its way over. Let's take a look. We do see a farm here, and Militia are just going to be trying to build, I believe, arcane towers. Archmage straight up drops a water elemental inside the base. Militia here ready to stop the party before it gets started, and losing a Moonwell early is going to be incredibly painful. Is it going to get taken down? Wisp trying to save it. Wisp now trying to go back after all of these buildings here. Let's take a look. A constant healing and repairing. Archmage does not drop down an additional water elemental, unfortunately, as the Moonwell does get taken out. Alright, all of that just to take down a Moonwell instead, and that doesn't give any experience. That is a bit of a worry though, as the peasants now heading back. Meanwhile, Militia now coming back over again, ready to rinse and repeat with full health peasants. This Footman very low on hit points. Why is it even sticking around here? Should be heading back around as Militia ready to go out in and bring on the battle. Let's take a look at this. Are we going to be going after another Moonwell? Yes, it does look like it. The Footman could try and take down some other units as the Moonwells are going to be relatively low, and that is going to cause problems. I don't know if that was canceled in time or not, as we are going to be looking at another Moonwell suffering a bit of damage. These Moonwells are in fact dry though. One Footman not getting the memo that, hey, there's a war going on, I should be trying to engage, as the Archmage still does not have that much mana. Back off to the north. Do we see any sort of arcane vault? No, we do not. The Footman is going to try and retreat away. Is the Archmage going to get some free damage on the Demon Hunter? No, it isn't. Just trying to run every which way here, and this Footman will end up getting taken down, even though it doesn't give experience to that Demon Hunter. Cast my replay for a host. Which replay are you talking about, Sexy Time? Anyways, Archmage. Now, and you've already hosted me before, so maybe I do. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind going ahead and casting one of your games. I think I have cast some of your games. Me versus Siang. I don't know. Well, we'll talk about that. Talk about it after this game, as the Giant Sea Turtle and Creeping now ready to go on. Let's take a look at this. Archmage. We do have a Scroll of Regeneration and a Lesser Clarity Potion. I told you before. You did. I do apologize. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Sorry. We do see Militia now heading back here. Town Hall And because of all of the militia calling earlier on, there hasn't been enough lumber to actually upgrade to tier 2. That is a big problem. Thank you, Sexy Time. As you take a look at this, Demon Hunter now going to end up getting surrounded. One low hit point footman will get taken down, but the Demon Hunter is in a very, very poor spot. Militia going to go ahead and try and get a surround on this Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 102 hit points, and it will be able to escape as the archers may be able to pick off that footman. The footman, oh, down to 6 hit points and able to head back. Low hit point footman. Going to be heading back to the Arcane Vault. Archmage going to sell some items, pick up a Clarity Potion and a Scroll of Regeneration, and be ready to go once more. Still, Narjo, thank you for the follow. Still no Lumber Mill as of yet, as the Archmage now heading back off to the north. Wisps could get taken down. Are we going to see a detonation here? That Archmage wants to hold on to its precious, precious mana, and that Wisp detonation does not remove that Scroll of Regeneration. All right, let's see what's happening next. Archmage ready to head back down. Perhaps take down these gargantuan sea turtles. Meanwhile, back down across here, militia making its way over. Archers could be in a little bit of trouble as the Demon Hunter going to find a couple of units in transit, trying to, well, remove the healing on some of those targets as the Archmage is still sitting at level 1. All right, Archer is in serious trouble. Is going to get taken down. There goes one Archer. More militia joining in on the fight. There goes another Archmage. Now gets up to level 2. Brilliance Aura will be helpful as we see the militia and the Water Elemental doing a little bit of a push once more. Moonwells are still relatively, well, dry here. Only 50 supply, as we could see a very quick surround try to take down the Tree of Ages. All right, Wisp is right here. Damage could be added up here in just a second. What is going to go on as the Archer, or as the Demon Hunter going after that Archmage? Archmage could be in a little bit of trouble. Is going to be able to survive. The peasants are no longer in, well, no longer in a militia form, so they're not going to be able to deal much damage. Footman going after some of these units. The Tree of Ages is down to 800 hit points and dropping slowly since not that many units are attacking. So far, this has not been looking too great of a game between, well, not too good of a spot for Life, but is he going to be able to hold on to this as Sock is still pressuring very heavily? Ancient of War finally picking itself up and trying to fight back here as the peasants now heading back off to the north. Demon Hunter going to go ahead and finish off some of these peasants here. Where are they going to go next? Archmage trying to finish off a couple of archers as the archers, well, trying to run away, but that doesn't look good. However, a Naga Sea Witch is going to join in on the fight as we now see the Naga Sea Witch going after the Archmage in order to perhaps poke it down and finish it off. Let's take a look. Water Elemental going to be dropped. Is it going to be able to save the unit? No, it isn't. Oh, does, well, is able to deny the experience as the Archmage runs back around the other way again. Naga Sea Witch and archers now making their way over. We are at tier 2. I don't see a hero as of yet. Is it going to be a Naga Sea Witch? Yes, it is. And the Demon Hunter now has to run through the human army or run back around further if it wants to try to get back to its base. Beautiful positioning once more, as the Water Elemental Naga Sea Witch ready to push out again. Naga Sea Witch does have those boots of speed. This Naga Sea Witch is not as lucky as the Demon Hunter going to go after the Archmage. Archmage down to 100 hit points there. Rifleman joining in on the fight. Archmage does have access to Potion of Healing. Going to quickly pick that up and then move back away. I believe Sock is in a good spot now since he does have tier 2. Demon Hunter going to get a mana burn off onto that Naga Sea Witch as the units are now pulling back again. However, during all of this time, Life is, in fact, taking the Tree of Eternity, going to be able to get Ancients of Lore, and without perhaps a workshop and Arcane Sanctums, I don't know if the human player is going to be able to transition all too easily. Naga Sea Witch on the move once again. Let's take a look at this. Low hit point Archer going to try and sacrifice itself. Nope, not going to do that as the Demon Hunter comes back from the backside again. Yeah, it is Life versus Sock. Naga Sea Witch, Archmage now making its rounds over. Is the Archmage going to drop some Water Elementals and put on that pressure? Demon Hunter unsure how to regroup with the rest of his army, and this is a problem that Life is going to have for a bit of time. He needs to get back home, but getting back home is going to get him out of position, at least for a little bit, until he commits. Footman now chasing after a couple of wisps. They are going to get taken down while the Tree of Eternity is still getting upgraded. It's not going to be able to join in on any fights. We do see that the archers are trying to get away, but many of these moonwells are dry, and it's still only noontime. Footman could try and engage. Let's take a look at this there. Rifleman going to be a good source of damage, as well as the Dryads trying to poke down this one low hit point Footman. Demon Hunter gets to level 3. That extra hit points and armor going to be extra helpful as we take a look at the Footmen trying to just chase after these targets. Reinforcements are still slow in coming, as you can see. Life losing units one by one. All right, Priest now joining in on the fight. As you can see, some of those heals are not going to be altogether that helpful, since the focus fire is just far too heavy. Low hit point Rifleman, Militia now making their way over. You can see 5 Militia joining in on the fight. Moonstone has been picked up and used to try to fill up some of those Moonwells. Militia, meanwhile, trying to do some body blocking, but unable to finish off that Naga Sea Witch. Ancient of Wonders continuing to fight back here. Let's take a look at this. Militia now looking to head back. Demon Hunter off on the north side, gonna mana burn down the Naga Sea Witch down to 65 mana as the Naga Sea Witch comes back from the other direction. Priest still trying to do a bit of healing. Meanwhile, this Ancient of Wonders is still a bit of a threat. Peasants, however, gonna get taken down here if they are not careful. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter down to 109 hit points uses a potion of healing in time to save and fight back again. Naga Sea Witch down to 150 hit points. Is the Scroll of Town Portal gonna be transferred? No, it is not. And now Life is in a great spot as he's finished off the Naga Sea Witch and perhaps taken down a handful of peasants, since they are not affected by the Scroll of Town Portal. All right, 4 supply of units instantly lost right there, giving the Demon Hunter and that Naga Sea Witch a little bit more experience. 37 supply compared to 30. Resurrection is underway. This Rifleman, will it be able to regroup, as we do need to see this barracks, well, this tree getting taken out. Perhaps the reason why the Archmage's army looks so small was there were a number of trapped Riflemen unable to join in on that fight. Archmage up to level 3 now. Level 2 Water Elementals should be helpful when going up against the Dryads with their abolished magic. Spellbreakers also being added as well, making the use of rejuvenation a bit more scary, as we can take a look. Spellbreaker, sorceresses, riflemen, and priests. A rifle caster strategy as the army does roll on out. Let's take a look at this. Ancient of War making its way over. Let's take a look at this. Crackdown, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. As the Ancient of War, that is a lot more riflemen than what we saw last time, and Life may not be ready for it. Let's take a look at this Archmage here, ready to go. Dropping another Water Elemental should be its main priority, as we are still rolling on forward. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there was a bit of a problem where the riflemen perhaps could have been trapped inside the base. Archmage drops another Water Elemental again, perhaps going to try to get in position. Demon Hunter going to mana burn down that Naga Sea Witch as the cold arrows coming across. Level 4 now on the Demon Hunter, as the Water Elemental gonna try and stand guard. Riflemen are all in position, as you see a mana burn onto the Sorceress. All right, Abolish Magic gonna focus down another Water Elemental again, as we can see the damage starting to add back up. Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble though, as you can take a look. Naga Sea Witch trying to focus down. Staff of Preservation gonna teleport the Demon Hunter into the midst of the army, as the Demon Hunter now going after some riflemen from the other side. All right, Bears not getting focused down, and I believe it's going to be a lack of focus fire from Sock, which is going to cost him the game. Over-invested in trying to take down the Demon Hunter instead of taking down the Bears and the Dryads, and Sock ultimately, with, well, a lot less hero experience, loses the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.